Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? I'm your host, J. Blue Sanders, and you're listening to episode 21, Deeda Smurf, JOSIE Boys, on my podcast, DJ Blue Radio, The J Blue Show, streaming live on Spreaker.com and Spreaker Podcast Player, powered by Fadi Azid and DJ Blue Radio. And I have a special guest with me right now, Deeda Smurf of JOSIE Boys. How you doing right now?
Yeah. What's up with it, man? What's in it?
Oh, it's all good, man. We're glad to have you as a special guest today. We love you, and we love the listeners. Thank you for being a special guest. Hi, so man.
Oh, man, it's nothing, man.
For sure, man. So, I just want to ask one thing, because I ask everybody this, because I'm streaming live here out of San Jose, California. I'm just want to ask, where are you located right now?
Right now, I'm over here, kind of by Fairfield. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Wait.
For sure. So, Deeda Smurf, a lot of us know who you are, but for those that don't know who you are, tell us who you are and what you do.
Okay, look, man, you feel me? My name is Deeda Smurf, San Jose, California. You know what I mean?
San Josie.
It all depends on how you know me, you feel me? But, like, self-explanatory, I like to look at myself as an all-around type dude. You feel me? Stand-up dude,
Yes,
know
sir.
me from running around in them streets, doing my thing, growing up and all of that, loyal to my soil and all that. And basically, at one point in time, I was the youngest JOSIE boy out of the San Jose-based groups, JOSIE Boy ENT, E-Nut, the big homie, Steve-O, Young Ghost, and me, Lil Deeda Smurf, a.k.a. Deeda Smurf, you feel me?
Yes, sir.
At first we just started off and it was like, a hobby. It was a joke. We'll sit in the car, get hella hot box to explore. You know what I mean? And we'll start geeking each other, start roasting each other, start rapping this shit, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And,
yeah.
some of the homies, you feel me, that was older than me at the time when I was 15, 16, they was feeling my flow, you know what I mean? And they like, man, we finna get you in the studio, I'm like, man, look, I'm not no rapper, I don't care about none of that, you feel me? They like, nah, I feel on everything, nigga, I need you on my shit, you feel me? So,
okay. Yes, sir.
I mean, but a little prior to that though, when I was a child, still, my uncle, rest in peace, Lance Levine, he used to be making beats, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
In my grandparents' house and shit, and I used to always hear it as a kid, you feel me? He used to be writing me little raps and shit for me to rap. So that's kind of like the first time it ever was presented to me. But later on down the line, I kind of already knew it, taking me back to where I was just saying we'll be in the back seat of the car, roasting this shit, smoking hella weed. And then, some of the homies, like Steve-O, Nut, well, at the time, Nut was in the pen, you feel me? So it's me, Steve-O, Young Ghost. And,
okay.
Started getting on songs and shit. And then when Nut came back, he had that Diz deal at the time when he came back from the pen.
Yeah.
He seen what we had going on, you feel me? We was the JOSIE Boys. And then, it was kind of like, Nut was like, okay, well, check this out. You feel me? Like, he basically just cashed out the rest of his deal. And he like, nigga, we pushing this. You feel me? We pushing this JOSIE Boy line. And that's what it was. You feel me? At the time, I'm about 16. Young Ghost is like, I'm like 15. Young Ghost like 17. Bo's like early 20s. You know what I mean? So, that's how it all formed.
Yep. I'm really impressed with your work. So maybe about, I would say, more than 12 years back, I remember here in the local area of San Jose by City Team, the Oakland Road, 13th Street. There was people around here that was bumping that J-Boy, that Deep Blue Sea by you.
Yeah.
And I think that was like one of your first ones, right? One of your first CDs.
With a Deep Blue Sea, I had dropped. Now my first solo tape you'll find is called Full Tummy Still Hungry. But the first project I ever put out, it was me and Steve-O, and it was called well, it has various names, but
okay.
It's just me and Steve-O. It was called a letter to your bride or something like that. I was 15.
Yeah.
And I produced a lot of the beats on FL Studio, and we put together like a 10-track thing. You can find that on thatpiff.com. You can find that on there. But my first solo tape, it's called Full Tummy Still Hungry.
Full Tummy Still Hungry.
first solo tape was when I was 16 years old. It's called Full Tummy Still Hungry, and that's on DapTip.com also. And you can find some of the songs on YouTube up under Lil Deeda Smurf, Full Tummy Still Hungry. And that was in 2009. Now, later down the line, I ended up doing a few mixtapes and all that in the meantime and in between time. But yeah, then it takes it to 2012. That's when I dropped the Deep Blue Sea. That was my second solo album. You feel me? Up under JOSIE Boy Entertainment.
Okay.
And but like I said, in the meantime and in between time, from 2009 to 2012, we had dropped a whole bunch of gang group projects. You know what I mean? Hella different mixtapes that you can find on DapTip.com and probably some on YouTube. All the Project Living sequels. You feel me? 1 through 4. The Back on My Cali shit. What else was back then? Money Is Everything that I got with Young Loon. Yeah, man, you know, it's a whole bunch. We never stopped working. That's the thing about it. But that Deep Blue Sea tape was in 2012, and I was 18 years old. That was my second solo album.
Wow.
Most of the songs on there was produced by my guy Fresh. You feel me? Out of San Jose too. I think he go by Fresco now, but that's my guy Fresh.
Okay.
Man, you feel me? Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Congratulations, man. Like I said, I'm really impressed with almost all of your work. I don't think I was up on the very first solo, but I know that Deep Blue Sea, I caught on to that very quickly as soon as and then after that it's just been you know it's been all about all the mixtapes, the solos, so you know what, man, this leads to the next question. What do you consider your hottest single out today?
My hottest single? I mean, honestly, it would have to go. I would have to say it depends on what type of hype I'm on, because like as a lot of people can see, just like yourself, you know me personally out there. A lot of people can see my transition from when I was a younger kid. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Less knowledgeable, but my mind was on them streets and gang life and all that. You know what I mean? But now, all these years growing up and seeing all these things and all the stuff that happened around me and that are continuously still happening, it kind of like I try to use my words, my wordplay and my gift of gab. I try to use it in a whole nother light at times. You know what I mean? I still am who I am, and I'm from where I'm from, but at the same time, I'm not limited to just that. You feel me? So,
yes, sir.
Like a lot of the times now, I try to be versatile. You feel me? Which you will see on this new album I just dropped today, Josie's Finest. You feel me? You can see I got music on there for people like you can ride around with your kids and you can listen to it with your kids. Your grandma can listen to it. You know what I mean? And I got shit on there that's for the thugs. I got some stuff on there that's for the broads, for the ladies. You know what I mean? The club stuff. And then I got a single I dropped like last week called Tripping Again. And that's kind of like basically touching on a lot of the topics like of the stuff that's going on out there today as far as with all this reform going on. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
The song coming on, you got. I really like that song. I can't say, not to brush off your question, but that's kind of like a hard question to ask me. I'd rather ask the world, what's their favorite?
Okay.
By me, you know what I mean?
Okay, I respect that. Well, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Well, to answer your question, okay, so one of my favorites, you know what, man? It's crazy because I was just, well, first before I answer that question, I wanna say this. Your single cut, the cut that you just dropped on Josie's Finest. Okay, I peeped that out. I supported that one, and I was like, yeah, I was like, this one, that single had blew up. It got views like very quickly, like immediately.
Yeah.
Like it just, and I think that was one of my favorites so far from the Josie's Finest. Now, as far as my favorite song by you, Deeda Smurf, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I think they're all my favorite because every single one of them. I don't know. I think it's because when you know an artist, when you know them personally, and then you hear their music, it's like it's a different vibe. You know, if you listen to some music and you don't actually know that person, or you're not sitting in the room with them while you're listening to it, it's like you just hear it. But when you actually know that person, or you're there in the same in the room with the same, you know, with the artist that you're listening to their music, you kind of get this vibe like, okay, like, wow, I could really feel what you're saying. So it's like all your music has been.
I know exactly what you're saying, bro, and I appreciate all that, and that's real talk though, and I like that's why I do it, because like you said, you know me personally, you know my struggle, you know my family, you know all the stuff, you know what I mean? You feel me?
Yes,
you see
sir.
me out there as a youngster, wearing hand-me-downs, you know, baggy-ass clothes, and, you know, trying to get to a bag. But I take all that and my struggle and you know, my history, and I put it all on that mic, though, you feel me? And the gift that the higher power gave me, point blank period, to do what I do, you know what I mean? I like my shit, when I drop stuff, you know, I be trying to have everybody feel it though, you feel me? Like how I feel it. Sometimes I surprise myself, you know what I mean? Honestly. But, you know, my folks around me, just like you just said, everybody that I know that I'm close to, you know, every time I drop, I'm shooting for, I want them to feel that in the heart, in the mind, in the soul, and everything. To where they got goosebumps, like, you feel me? I just want to make the city proud. I want everybody to be proud, you feel me?
To keep it 100, yes, sir. To keep it 100. To keep it 100, I'm a name one of my favorites by you, because I know all your tracks are my favorites, but I'm gonna just name this one particularly because this is like my trap song. When I listen to this, it's called Everything Must Go. That's it right there. You know, must go. Everything that's hard.
For the high, but we got it for the low.
Yeah, that's the one.
I think I got the little homie Cool Breeze out here. Cool Breeze.
Yeah.
He got some stuff coming too right there.
Yeah.
I had him on there when he was a young dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that goes with the whole elevation and all of that too, man. Because, you know, as a youngster, like I told you, when we barely formed the group, and I was a young teenager still, me and YG, we was young teenagers. Rest in peace, Young Ghost. You feel me? We was we was watching everything that Nut was having us do. You feel me? Like, Nut, he was the oldest out of all of us. You feel me? So I did the same thing later on down the line when a lot of the homies started going to jail, and you know, some of the homies started dying. Rest in peace. You know, it's real life. It was real stuff going on. But
yes.
Then, again, I was still doing my thing. Like around 2013, you know, that's when Steve-O went to jail and a few of the other homies went to jail and all that. But there was a gang of little fellas around the section that was coming up. You feel me? Growing up, looking up to what we was doing, and they like, yeah, you feel me? I want to drop something. They're like, you feel me? And I'm like, oh, you spit? You know what I mean? I told them, it's crazy because then I started seeing myself like how Nut was when I was a little kid. You feel me? I seen myself in them. So then that's why I started putting them on some tracks like, here, man, you feel me? Like, that's cool. You got to feel your shit, though. I tell them, like, you got to feel your music before you expect anybody else to feel your stuff. You got to feel yourself, period. You feel me?
Yes.
So now you see a lot of these the young homies, they cracking off their little rap careers and all that, you know what I mean? And I just be trying to drive a real game for them. Yeah, I mean, as far as how you separate them street politics and your art, you feel me? Like,
yes.
If you're gonna take this music, if you're gonna do this music, take it seriously, you feel me? You ain't gotta be on there gang banging, disrespecting everybody and all that, man, because you never know. People that you really think is your enemy might really be your fan. You feel me?
That's real
talk. There's a gang of people that we was bumping heads with in the streets, and they be like, man, you know, oh yeah, Deeda Smurf, oh yeah, I don't fuck with him personally, but nah, he be gassing, though. I like his music though, but nah, me and him, we just, you feel me?
Yes,
so,
sir. I know.
It's really like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what, man? I want to say shout out to you and the JOSIE boys, because I like how y'all stick together. I like how y'all are all about making it out and bringing everybody in the crew, in the family, to the limelight, you know, and just like you said, you seen yourself like Nut when you were growing up, and now you started, you know, sharing the silver platter. You started, you know, putting people on, bringing them to the limelight, but telling them to you know, make sure that it's solid before anybody else think it's solid. You know what I'm saying? Feel it out. Yeah.
You gotta feel yourself. First things first, you have to feel yourself, or nobody else ain't gonna feel you. Period. You feel me? You gotta keep it real with yourself before you can try to keep it real with the world. You know what I mean? And even before any of that, do it for yourself. You feel me?
Yes.
Before you feel like you gotta prove yourself to the world, man, prove it to yourself. You feel me?
Yeah.
As long as you do that, you're gonna be A1.
Yeah, yeah, man, real talk. That's facts, man. Shout out to J-Boy ENT. You know what I'm saying? I see everybody on the squad, you know what I'm saying, are just doing shit, you know, Cool Breeze, you know what I'm saying, Dada Low, you know what I'm saying, Baby C, you know, just everybody just,
Baby
you know.
C, my little cousin Kilo.
Yeah, Kilo. Yeah.
Supposed to shoot a video.
Yeah, Kilo.
You got, you know, I just dropped the Josie's Finest, and now while I'm doing all that and self-promoting myself, like, you know, we ain't got as much, you know, a lot of people that already know us, seen us up before, you feel me? And then they seen, if you really know the Josie Boys, you know what happened, you feel me? Like, and you see the rise and the fall, and then we rising back up again, like, you know, it's nothing to us, the bounce back is real. But it's just like, you know, we are promoting this shit in ourselves, you feel me? Like,
yeah.
We don't got no major promotions or nothing like that. We doing it the old school way, period. You feel me? Like, here, man, I'm sending it to people and slap this. You like that? Okay, yeah, for sure. I appreciate all the love and support. You feel me? And then to the people that are sharing it and supporting it and promoting it with me because they know the situations that we are up against, it's all love to them. It's real love because, you know, it let me know that my section is still fucking with me, point blank, period, through the thick and the thin. You feel me?
Yes.
And, you know, it's a lot of rap egos and it's a lot of street egos out there that people be standing on, you know what I mean? And it's like I had said to my folks and to the world, period, like mine with my music, that shit is separated from who you know me as in the streets, politically and all of that, whatever it is. My music is something else, man. You feel me? That's a whole different category now. You feel me?
Yeah.
I like to separate that shit from the street politics and all of that. You feel me?
Right. Well, man, you know, you're doing your thing, and everybody that's tuning in right now, we thank you for listening because we're gonna have Deeda Smurf on the upcoming episode very soon. So we're not going to share everything with everybody. We want to keep everybody in suspense, but we do want to give Deeda Smurf a round of applause. So let's give him a round of applause real quick. All right, we're back again. I'm your host, J. Blue Sanders. This is episode 21, Deeda Smurf, Josie Boys, on my podcast, DJ Blue Radio, The J Blue Show, streaming live on Spreaker.com and Spreaker Podcast Player, powered by Fadi Azid and DJ Blue Radio. We still got Deeda Smurf online with us right now. How you doing, man?
Yeah. You know, I'm maintaining and elevating.
For sure. I didn't mean to cut you off, man. What was you about to say?
Oh, nah, I just said a few little things. I just want to give a few shout-outs to everybody out there in the section, man, to all my family members that's rocking with me. To everybody out there, you know, it's way too many names to be naming people, but you know, if you know me, you already know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Up top.
I like a lot of the stuff, all the stuff that people doing, all the rappers out of San Jose, stuff they got going on, man. You feel me? Like, I just got one thing to say, man, just be yourself, though. You feel me? Because that's the most respectable thing to do. Is just, you feel me? When you go get on that mic, don't do the things that you think is cool. Like, you feel me? Like, remember that it's people that's listening to your stuff, and you feel me? Your influence can it could be a major impact on somebody's life out there. You feel me? So make sure you talking about some things you doing, man. You feel me? Like, yeah, man, don't go on there and talk about everybody want to talk about killing and all this. You feel me? And then they be you know what I mean? They be heartbroken when something happens. You feel me? So like, you ain't got to promote things like that, man. Just be yourself on that mic. I mean, if that's how you live, and to each his own, man, do your thing. You feel me? But I'm just saying, though, be yourself instead of trying to be the next person. You feel me?
Right.
Try to sound like the next person. Sound like yourself.
That's right.
It's not always a bad thing to be a you know, a trendsetter. You feel me? Like, you ain't got to fit in. Stick out sometimes. Feel me?
Yes, sir. You know what? That leads to the next question, Deeda Smurf. What is some of the best advice you've been given in the music business?
In the music business?
Yeah.
The best advice.
Or what's the best what's the best piece of advice you've been given in the music business, if you have any?
Honestly, really, just it's not as much of what you hear, it's what you see. You feel me? Like, I like watching careers and shit. You feel me? Like, seeing people come up, man. You know what I'm saying? For example, long live Nip Hustle, man. You feel me? He did it the right way.
Yes, sir.
And way back when I was really getting started, I can tell you a real story. Like, way back when I was getting started, it was me and Steve-O. We was chilling over there at one of his spots and shit, and we smoking, you feel me? You know, I was running the streets hustling and stuff, selling hella weed, selling, you know, just trying to live, trying to get my issue. You know, come from real poverty, so, you know, that's just a way of our life. But I'll go to Steve-O's house one time, and he used to always be trying to have me like, man, come on, nigga, get in the studio. And I'm just like, man, I ain't tripping off none of that. I got to make money today, you feel me? I got to eat today, you feel me? Like, shit like that, everyday things. But he, one time specifically that I'm speaking on, we was chilling, we smoked like 4 months back to back. I'm lit. And then he used to have me sit there with him sometimes, you feel me, and just chop it up with me. But he had played a few things, and this is when Nip was barely coming out, and this is when Meek Mill was barely coming out. You feel me? Back when he was shooting them videos where he was just rapping with all his homies behind him and stuff. Yeah. And they used to do their outlets, like when he had his braids, and then when he had the dreads and all that. So he used to be like, this you right here. This how you supposed to push it. You feel me? This when Willis Ain't Had No Names was out. You feel me? And he barely had dropped that Hustle in the House video. Bo was always putting on my mind, like, nigga, he like, look at these niggas, these young niggas just like you feel me? Really fucking with it. He like, nigga, this is what you supposed to be for the section, you feel me? And I'll never forget that, you know what I'm saying? And I just watched their careers even all the way up to this day, you feel me? Like, so to go back to your question, what's the best advice I've been given is the ones that everybody really could get, you feel me? Just by watching, sitting back and watching it, you feel me? You gotta know what you're doing, you feel me? And be patient and understand and stay focused and really read the lines, you feel me?
That's what's
We're
up.
dealing with people too, because a lot of people be having motives, you feel me? You gotta be able to see that shit. You gotta be able to see that. You feel me? Don't be so fast to just give up everything that you made, you feel me? Like, I say that to say this, like, if you telling your story, you feel me? Like, you don't need nobody else to sell that shit for you, you feel me? You do your thing, you feel me?
Right.
That's your story. You know what I mean? That's like me taking somebody's art and I just go sell it. I mean, I could be somebody's manager and all that, but at the same time, I'm not really into people dangling people and all that, you feel me? Like, I'm gonna tell the youngsters the game. I'm gonna tell them like this. Like I be telling my young homies today, bro, I push your shit. I help you push. You feel me? You can use whatever type of platform I got. You got, period. Whatever type of resources I got, you got. And it's all straight across the board. Nigga, I don't need no money from you. I don't need none of that. I get mine, you feel me? I want to see y'all shine. That's how I feel paid, you feel me?
Right. That's what's up.
That's the best advice I can give, you feel me? Is just stay focused and know what you're doing, you feel me? And look at careers of these independent artists such as E40s and all of them, you feel me? Like Boosie Badass and you know what I mean? All them, you feel me? Them is the cats that I still slap to this day, you feel me? People that I could say, like, never really, you feel me, went against the grain type, you feel me?
Yeah, I respect that, man.
Be true to yourself, be true to your soul, you feel me?
I respect that. Thanks, Deeda Smurf. We really appreciate that. One of the things that you're reliable, what makes you so reliable, Deeda Smurf, is that, you actually have, you transition to a much more mature and professionalism, stand up. Well, you've always been stand up since you were little, but you advanced a lot. You became much more mature. Words of wisdom, So we, it's almost like if people ever had questions, you could be inspiring to them and come up with some answers, or some ideas that would, be coming from not just from seeing it, but from actually experience. And that's what makes you so important, Deeda Smurf. So this now, check this out. Okay, what would you be doing right now if you were not making music?
What would I be doing right now if I wasn't making music? That's a good question. I'll probably be hustling. I'll probably be macking. I'll probably be peasant. No, I don't know.
Well, at least you be with your family, right?
Oh Oh yeah, of course. That's what I am before everything. I'm a man before anything, and a proud father. You feel me? So, yeah, I'll probably be, you know.
That's what's up.
Well, I do that regardless. So I can't really say what would I be doing if I wasn't making music, because I do that regardless. But music is like a hobby for me. It's like, you feel me? That's how I'm able to deal with a lot of the stuff that's on my mind and on my heart. You feel me? So that's kind of like, so with you saying that, I take it as, what would I be doing as a hobby, therapeutical hobby, other than music? I probably, you know, things I do is like work out. I like to work out and keep my mind clear and all of that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, yeah,
I can
say that, man. Just staying active. You feel me?
That's what's up, man. Yeah, staying healthy. That's what it's about. How has your practice changed over time since the pandemic?
My practice?
Yeah, like your practice with, you know, with your music, with writing, you know, and compositions and stuff.
Honestly, it's honestly, shit, with the pandemic and everything being shut down and the whole world on pause, it's like it's kind of been speeding it up, because it's like, man, what I'm gonna do? Sit around and stress? And man, you feel me? You gotta shake that. You gotta shake the depression and do something.
Yes.
All right. Work out or write you some bars, or you feel me? If anything, you should be more motivated to be able to do that. Seeing that the jobs and everything and schools are shut down, you got more time on your hands.
Real talk. That's facts. That's facts, man.
You got more time on your hands. You're supposed to be getting it in right now, feel me?
Wow, man. Y'all hear that, everybody? Man, that's word from Deeda Smurf, man. He said don't let this shutdown slow anything down. That should speed everything up, man. And he have a good point. That's a good point, man. I think most artists, musicians, producers, promoters right now, this is actually the perfect time to be releasing some really good content to music. And so, yeah, shout out to you, man, because, you know, you just dropped that JOSIE Boys Finest today. And
JOSIE's Finest in stores on all digital platforms, man. You feel me? And I'm thinking about getting some hard copies and do it the old school way. And
all right.
Got the free Deeda Smurf clothing. You feel me? It just got finished up, and they finna be all through the streets. And I'm thinking about putting them in a few stores, making a few little consignment deals. You feel me? With some of the local stores, and put some of them in the stores. I got the hoodies, the crew necks, and the t-shirts. You feel me? In various colors.
Wow, man, that's wonderful, man. We got to hear more about that, man. We already in 30 minutes. Do you have maybe another 15, 30 minutes with us, or what's up? Yeah. We chilling, man. For sure, man. First of all, man, I just want to thank you again for being a special guest on this episode. Don't forget, everybody, I'm your host, J. Blue Sanders, and this is episode 21, Deeda Smurf, JOSIE Boys, on my podcast, DJ Blue Radio, The J Blue Show, streaming live on Spreaker.com and Spreaker Podcast Player, powered by Fadi Azid and DJ Blue Radio. Just to add to that, if anybody has a handful of answers to the questions I'm asking Deeda Smurf, you can email those answers to arts@newsmediarepublic.org. That's arts@newsandmediarepublic.org. For those that didn't catch that right, that's arts@newsandmediarepublic.org for a possible feature on the site. Make sure you include a picture of your image and, you know, leave some links on how to get to your work, or links on how to follow you on social media and look at your work. So back to Deeda Smurf. So you told us where you're from. You know, you're from San Jose, California, also known as San Jose, California. Now, we want to know, okay, so check this out. So this is really interesting, because the San Jose movement, right, it's really incredible, because it's like y'all brought all of San Jose together or something.
Yes,
you know, and I mean, I'm seeing people not just from the east side. I'm seeing people from south side, from west side, all across San Jose. I mean, every nationality.
Even all the cities surrounding.
The four. Yeah.
Santa Clara, Gilroy, and all that way, Campbell, and all of that. You feel me? Downtown, east side, south side, west side. You know what I mean? North side. It's all love, you feel me? And yeah, it started off as, you feel me, just us, and then it just expanded through the whole city. So
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's a force to be reckoned with, man. You feel me? So it's like it's a real wave. You know what I mean? If we from the tank, this the strongest wave. It's a tidal wave. You feel me? That's how I see it.
Man, I'm really proud. I'm really proud of the movement. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving it. I just love to see people come together, you know, in unity, you know, from all different, you know, backgrounds, and everybody is just putting that San Josie, you know, they repping that San Josie, you know, from, you know, coming from, you know, just from any background, and it's all love. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, wow. I said, it's crazy, man, because like I could see we've been needing this for a long time. We've been needing San Jose to come together, you know, under with some unity and intelligence, and that's what y'all created. Y'all created, you know, this unity and intelligence. You know, a group of people from San Jose, you know, San Josie, or you know, Josie Boys.
Yeah.
You know, and it's really amazing, and it's wonderful. It's incredible too. It's really incredible because there's not a lot of people that could bring. I mean, there's just not a lot of people. It's rare to see people just bring a whole city together, you know.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
yeah, it's like the LBC movement or something, or you know, it's you know, it's just like any other movement, but it's actually active, you know. And
on me. And as long as we are on that topic, like you feel me, as long as music is the topic, then that's usually, you feel me, that's our common grounds. You feel me? That's, like I said, that's why I be trying to separate the street politics from my music, because I see it as a bigger picture. I'm trying to put on for the whole section.
Yes,
you feel
sir.
me? At the end of the day, I mean, but people know my background politically and geographically and racially. You feel me? They know my stance. You feel me? But I don't even got to speak on that. Some things we ain't got to speak on because it's already seen. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that goes to say is that's why I like try to leave. But mind you, I am who I am, though. You feel me? I am that. You feel me? I've been him my whole life. But that's my challenge when I do that. I see it as a challenge, but I do it. I overcome it all the time. I can leave that type of stuff out of my music. I like doing stuff like that. It's like a challenge to me. It's like a little competition with myself. You know what I mean?
Yes,
to
sir.
See if I can beat myself and be able to drop songs about motivation and like my song "Tripping Again." I'm talking about stuff that's going on. You feel me? Like it's, you know, that's me challenging myself when I do things like that, because my first go-to is gangster rap. You feel me? That's where I come from.
Okay.
It's easy to do that.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You know what? That just leads me to ask you this question. Because you mentioned something about you know, some uncles and you know some grandfathers, or you know, some people in your family, you know, that were older than you that were actually making beats. And that was told this story. I'm not sure if it's true, but we want to know. Is it true that somebody that you knew, like in your family, that were like making beats for the I think it was the illegitimate factors or something, or you know what I'm talking about?
I'm not too sure, man. I'm not too sure. I got a lot of my folks do their thing, man. You know, a lot of my family do. But I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
If it was my Uncle L, it was probably my Uncle L back when he was making his beats. Rest in peace. You know what I mean? It could have been my aunt. But you know, I was a little dude at the time. I was a little kid, so you know, a lot of my folks be messing with it like that. You know what I mean? I got other cousins too that's rooted in a section too that you know got other routes on other terms. They deal with other people too. You know what I mean? And it's whenever they see me doing my thing, they all reach out to me. You feel me? And like I said, they try to give me their resources and push me too, because they love what I do. So that's not far from the truth.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We love what you're doing, man. We really do, and I can say that. I want to add something to that. I had talked to a friend of mine's. He goes by Dirt Dog from ESSJ, you know, the local clique.
Yeah.
And I let him. I sent that track to him that you did with Jay Cuddy, or Cuzzo, was it
Cuddy Banks?
Cuddy Banks, and I think you did a song with them. It was called you know, you did a remake to the Streets Keep Calling.
No. That was a solo track. I thought you was talking. You probably talking about the other track me and Cuddy Banks did. It all depends, because I got hella songs with him from over the years.
It's called.
Keep Calling.
It's called.
That's just me on there.
Oh, it's called Trust Nobody.
Oh yeah, the Trust Nobody. Yeah. That's the old. That's right before. That's 2014. We dropped that. Trust Nobody, produced by Cuddy Banks.
Okay, that's what it was.
Beat.
That's what it was. Yeah, I sent that one. Yeah, we liked that one, man. I sent that to Dirt Dog. He gave a thumbs up for that one. Yeah. Okay, man. Well, that was a good track too. I want to just name just a couple of other tracks that are one of my favorites because I want everyone to know. I want people to look this up too. Y'all gotta check out that Fly High, that Fly Crippin'. That Lock and Loaded. High. Yeah, that Lock and Loaded. That's one of your. That was dope. I like the. I think that's one of your hottest. Go ahead.
That's off the homie Eating Us album.
Yes, sir. Consistent.
A lot of them songs, like, honestly, like, with all humbleness, we be running through them songs, man. Sometimes it's like, you feel me, like, not even to rub it in people's face, certain people take a lot of time making their music and stuff, but us, we be like this with it, you feel me? We be, we'll be chilling right there, go to the liquor store, get a little Henny bottle or something, roll something up, throw on some beats, and then it's like, it just pop up in our head. Hold on, turn the mic on, let me drop this, you feel me? Back to back, we knocking out tapes in like 3 days. You feel me? Like,
right.
We drop a whole 10-track tape in 3 days. Like, you know what I mean? So, that's one of the songs right there. Even to Trust Nobody. Back to that one. How we made that. Me and Cuddy Banks, we was at his house, and I come over there, and it was on the floor. We wasn't even talking about getting in the studio, but I walk upstairs. He up there making some beats. I'm like, who's this? Who's? He like, oh, this. I was just making this. He like. You have it. You want it. I'm like, man, turn the mic on. I got a verse. Watch this. You feel me? I dropped the first verse. Bam. You feel me? Then me and his brother, Insane. You feel me? He just came home. We go to the liquor store real quick to go get some Dre. He like, come on, real quick. I'm like, all right, come on, so let's go. We go to the liquor store, get some Dre, come back. You feel me? By the time I come back, Cuddy Banks and put a hook on it. You feel me? He like, oh, so I'll just put this hook on it. He like, it's 2 verses. You can just gas the second verse, and you can put this on your solo album. Feel me? That's my solo album I dropped in 2015, Kingpin D Grinder, which is not on the internet or anything, but I'm gonna upload it soon. It's like 14 tracks from 2014 and 2015.
Nice.
Back to what I was saying. I come back and I write a verse for it because I'm so juiced up because he that's when he made the hook that Trust Nobody. I'm like, that's exactly what I was just thinking.
Yeah.
You feel me? I was just thinking that.
That's hot. That's dope.
I wrote the verse hella fast and I dropped it again and we just put that together in like 20 minutes. You feel me?
Wow.
And
that's dope.
I'm still planning on one day shooting a video to it because that is like a classic. That's like when you hear stuff like that, when you hear songs like that, like if you out there in the San Jose area right now in the section, you can feel me. You look right at them curbs and in that concrete, man. That's what formed all my music. You feel me? That concrete right there in the corners and in the curbs and them liquor stores and all of that. You feel me? All them trenches. You feel me? That's
yes,
what
sir.
Formed the stuff like that. That song right there. That's what that is. When you listen to Trust Nobody and stuff like that, Riding for Life or Fly High, like you said, that's what's forming that. You feel me?
Yes.
Them corners right there, them concrete that gravel right there that y'all standing on if y'all in the section, that's what forming our music, period. You feel me?
Straight up. Yeah. Straight up. KO block.
The whole section. All the sections.
The east side.
KO to the Dell, to the Colors, to the Swamps, you feel me?
Yeah.
All through the section. From the east, north, south, west, downtown, you feel me?
Yeah,
all the
man.
Stuff, south, you feel me?
The whole
when I get on the mic, I be putting on for the whole section, you feel me?
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
When I was putting on for the other reasons, you feel me, gang and all that, and blacks, I was on the streets, you feel me? And but when I get on that mic, it's a bigger picture, you feel me?
Yeah, sure is. It sure is. Now you talked about. You said you went to the studio, with your ooses, and y'all went back to the studio, and y'all just knocked out the tracks in like 20 minutes. Now, what I want to ask you is this: we want to know what's one of your favorite food, drink? No. Okay, what's one of your favorite food, drink, and songs that inspires you before you start writing or before you start doing music? Because I noticed you said something about drink.
I'm I mean, yeah, no. When we hit that liquor store, we usually grab that Henny Coke, you feel me? But nowadays, everybody tell me they offer this Douce. I ain't got to taste it yet, you feel me?
Okay. Okay.
But, you know, back then, we going to the store, we grabbing that dark, you feel me? Let me grab some Henny. You got a cold one, boss? All right, let me get that, you feel me?
Okay.
Probably stop over there at KFC or something real quick, or any, man, shit, we'll grab some Taco Bell. It don't even really too much matter unless we got somebody home cooking, you feel me? That's cool, too, but,
okay.
yeah. I'm
all
sitting
right.
on the Henny, because, you know, a lot of the times when we be out there, we be level-minded off of hella dro, you feel me? So, you know, the munchies come along with it.
Yeah, for sure. So,
you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yeah. So, professionally, Deeda Smurf, we want to know, professionally, what's your goal in the music business?
Well, my goal is this, you feel me? Ultimately, to put the section on and solidify my family a better future, so we'll never have to struggle ever, ever, ever again, you feel me? And, you know, to get my folks off of Section 8 and own some houses and own some property and, you know, put the section on, change lives with the impact and my influence, you know, because if I could get onto a big enough platform, I can stop a lot of the stuff that's going on out there, you feel me? That's tragedies that go on in the section that, you know, do or do not,
Yes.
Do or do not include my folks out there, like the young life that's growing up, you feel me, looking up towards us and looking up to the things we did, and you know, they not seeing no consequences. They don't really care about consequences. They just like so fast to throw it away. You feel me? Like going back to the topic is, if I had a platform and I'm able to change lives, then that'll be my ultimate goal. You feel me?
Okay.
My family's straight, and my section is on, and I'm in position to have enough power to change people's lives. You feel me?
For sure.
Like that.
Thank you for sharing, Deeda Smurf. Everybody, please hit that like button. Please leave a comment in the Immortal Master Floppy chat room on Spreaker.com. Make sure that you share this episode 21, Deeda Smurf, Josie Boys. It's going to be available on demand on YouTube under Immortal Master Floppy. Make sure you check that out. If for those of you that didn't get to listen to this live broadcast, it's going to be available on demand on Spreaker.com and on YouTube. Just go to episode 21, Deeda Smurf, Josie Boys, and let's go ahead and let's go to the next question, because we're almost running out of time here. But again, we thank you, Deeda Smurf, for being a special guest on this episode. We love you and we love the listeners. Thank you for tuning in.
Likewise.
For sure. Okay, this leads to the next question. All right. What do you most identify yourself with professionally in the music business?
Like, what does that mean? Like, what type of title do I give myself?
Yeah, like, would you consider yourself like a, like professionally, would you call yourself like a spitter, you know, a rapper, you know, an artist, producer?
I think nowadays I would label myself as an artist.
Okay.
Entrepreneur artist.
Okay.
You feel me? Because
I got you.
I done made tracks such as Boo Thang, you feel me, where I ventured off and I'm kind of like harmonizing with auto-tunes on. So it's not just rap. I mean, you know, I write raps and all that, but then it's like, so you'll hear a gang of different songs.
Yeah.
Where I actually expanded my horizons and stepped out of what everybody, my comfort zone and what everybody knows me as, and I did different things, you feel me, where I was harmonizing / singing on tracks with auto-tunes on, you feel me?
Yes, sir.
So that's why I would consider myself an artist.
Okay.
You feel me?
For sure. And have you ever had any embarrassing moments throughout your music career? Like, you know, like maybe on stage or, you know, like in the middle of a performance? You have anything you want to share on that?
I mean, I wouldn't too much say embarrassing, but it's been some crazy shit. You feel me? Like,
okay.
For sure, it's been a whole bunch of crazy ratchetness. And,
okay.
You know, I wouldn't too much say embarrassed. Now, I don't think I ever was, like, super embarrassed.
Yeah, I ask everybody that. You know, everybody just has that moment where they got stuck in the middle of their words on stage and they forgot their words, or, you know.
Oh yeah.
Maybe the music.
No. I've seen that done a lot.
Yeah.
Especially be going up in there now, but we look at anytime we did that, we played on real swell though. You feel me? Like
yeah, that's what's yeah. Oh,
and
yeah,
we go in there on our group thing too, so we usually be able to fill in for each other if that happens. So we don't be too embarrassed about it though. We just it's that's it.
yeah, y'all never let nothing get to y'all, and that's the thing I liked about you guys' movement is that y'all actually did things authentic. Like the authentic way, original way, and y'all wasn't really looking for no big platform. Y'all just did everything yourselves, and y'all just got way more respect like that because, you know, everybody else today, they damn near trying to sell their soul, you know, or they dying to get rich or something, you know, and it's like
that's why I be telling my folks like, man, we'll take it the old school way. We ain't never searched for no handouts, but don't get it twisted. Anybody that's helping us, you feel me, is muchly appreciated for sure, but. We're not gonna beg nobody to come in. I just seen a post I posted the other day. It said something about don't beg nobody to fuck with you. You feel me? Dope sells itself, and that's like one of the realest things I heard all week.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna beg nobody to sit up there. I don't need sympathy. Man, look it. If you rocking with me, you rocking with me, and it's likewise, and it's vice versa to the maximum. You feel me? Full blast. So that's how I see it. The ones who do rock with us, and you know, and extend their gratitude, and you know, it's all love to them. It's genuine love. You feel me? Because you know, that's what we do it for. We don't do it for them other reasons. Like I be telling my young folks and stuff like, man, just be calm, just take it slowly, man. Look, we did this before plenty of times. You feel me? We was on top, fell off, bounced back, hit the top, fell off, bounced back, hit the top. Like, man, I'm used to this shit. You feel me?
Yes.
It's nothing to me.
Riding for life.
As long as my folks in my section is happy about it, you feel me, then it's all gravy. As long as my shit's still getting played in the section, and by my loved ones, look at it, I'm doing something right. You feel me?
Right. Now that right there, that leads to the next question. Now, this is an important one. And then I'm going to ask you a political question, the one that we talked about. Yeah. Okay. So now, how is the music business working for you as far as financially? How is that working for you?
Oh, it's starting to pick back up. You know,
okay.
I came from that era where we was still outside. Before we was uploading all of that online, we was standing outside on them blocks selling hard copies. You feel me? $5-10 each.
I remember that.
You only got $3? All right, here, bro. Here, take this. You feel me? Because I'll give it to you for $3. If you hearing me though, you hearing my music, throw this in your CD player. You feel me? But you respect my hustle too, because you see me out here on these corners, me and the thugs, and you still reached in your pocket and purchased it. You feel me? So I come from that era where we was doing that. You feel me? But now it's everything is digital. You put it online and all of that now too. So now you can find all my new art on DistroKid. It's distributed through DistroKid on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and all type of other websites that I don't know nothing about, but I know my stuff is on there.
Yeah. That's what's up. Okay, so that's what's up, man. That's good to hear because a lot of artists today, a lot of them are still trying. They haven't given up, and they just haven't. They don't have enough. They don't have that kind of clout right now to say that they've made a penny. But I think every penny counts, and so it all adds up. And what you guys got going is definitely special because I know I came out there a few times and I picked up some hard copies from you, hard copies from Enoch, hard copies from I've seen y'all do y'all thing. People are buying clothes from y'all. You know what I'm saying? I really want to support that free Deeda Smurf movement, that clothing line. I want to discuss more about that at the end of the show, but we're almost running out of time, and I don't want to keep you on here. So, but I mean, it's up to you, man. I mean, I'm glad to have you on here. If you got more time, you let us know. But if you got to do your thing, that's fine. I just want to, but
yeah, I still got a little bit of time. Man. I ain't in no rush.
For sure. So now check this out. Now, Deeda Smurf. Now, how do you feel about Trump? Do you think that Trump should be in office, and do you think Trump needs to be out the office? How do you feel about that?
I feel like, man, fuck Donald Trump.
Okay. All right. You want to break it down, man?
He don't do nothing. On a serious tip, though, you feel me? All jokes aside, man, look at he's just a face. If you really watch his interviews, he just say anything. He just say anything that pop up on his head, even though it sounds ignorant. You feel me?
Okay.
So it's like he's not really like a good leader. you can just look at it and tell. You feel me? He don't even care about nothing except for his own personal thing, his own personal agenda, and whoever else he's working for. There's people behind the scene that's pulling the strings. All they do is put a piece of paper in front of his face and let him read it. You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, because you can see at his pop conferences and all that. You feel me? Listen to how he talk when you ask him a question just off guard. He'll have a whole ignorant ass answer.
Yeah,
don't even mean nothing. Say hella shit that don't even mean nothing. You feel me?
That's because he's trying to avoid the question.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's
exactly my point.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know what to say about Trump, but I hope that we get a better president. I know that no president is perfect, but I ask every artist this because I want to know how they feel about that. Now I know you might be numb to this question because you probably see this person as a face too, maybe even a distraction. But how do you feel about Kanye West running for president and all that?
God. Y'all thought it was bad right now. Shit, he might Donald Trump. Shit.
Yeah.
Like first of all, you gotta have somebody that's mentally stable.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
First and foremost, if you sitting here, if all of our lives is in your hands, you would want to put your life in somebody who's actually mentally stable. You would want to put your life in their hands. You feel me?
That's
we ain't even really stable right now with Trump because he so much for his people only. You feel me?
Right.
And he's not hiding it at all. Not one bit.
Right. So how do you feel? How do you feel right now? With Trump and Joe Biden, and with all the people running for president, who would you like to be in office right now? Because I hear a lot of people mention Bernie Sanders, and I don't know what happened. Why is he not in the picture no more? Or is he in the picture? Or but we just want to know.
Honestly, I don't know what's up with that guy, right? But I only half-ass pay attention to all of that. Really,
okay.
Because it's somewhat of a distraction, but I just want somebody that's gonna be how can I say this? If you are supposed to care about everybody in your quote unquote trying to make America great again, you shouldn't be trying to fuel a race war in this damn country again in 2020.
Straight up.
This is simple stuff. This is simple stuff, right and wrong. You feel me? Straight up. It's no line in between. You're not supposed to be justifying shit only for your own personal feelings. You try to justify things and brush shit under the rug, you know what I mean? And then you gonna put cats like us, when we justify things or brush shit under the rug, you still gonna give us 20, 30 years in enhancements.
Straight
for
up.
doing what we thought was right. What our rights are, you're wrong. You feel me? And your wrongs, shit.
I'm glad
your rights is all wrong. You feel me?
Yeah, straight up, man. I'm glad you mentioned that.
You need somebody, period. I don't know about none of these people that's coming up. I don't even pay attention to them. But all I'm saying is that in order for you to be a leader, you got to be able to put yourself in somebody else's shoes too. You got to be able to see it from their point of view also. You feel me? You got to be able to, not just your own, you got to be able to put yourself in their shoes and think, how would I feel if I was them? You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So if you ain't got that, you lacking leadership skills.
Right. I haven't seen America come together in a long time. How do you feel about how, how do you feel about, the Black Lives Matter movement, because we got all people from all different backgrounds, different ethnicities, nationalities. They're all supporting this movement.
No, I'm going to tell you what it is. They got some trouble.
Straight up.
They got some trouble now because now we got them on our side.
Right.
We got other good people that's on our side. You feel me? Outside of the race.
Yes.
Oh, it's really a problem now, and it's really going to change.
Right. Straight up.
Things like everything that's the police reform, but a lot of people ain't even understanding that the police reform, just that out there, all the stuff that's going on out there, that's just the first half. Imagine how many people that they put in the system and then just banged them with all type of years. Imagine how many people are in prison right now because they are a victim to crooked police. you feel me, and crooked judges and all of that.
Facts.
Racism, real racism in them courtrooms. You
Facts.
walk up in there in front of that person on that stand, and your life is in their hands.
That's facts.
You don't know their intentions. You don't know their political ties, their racial ties, or their geographical ties, and you don't even. That's a scary thing. They don't even get. You ain't given no type of. We're not being given no type of fairness in them courtrooms because we don't have nobody at a higher up level like that will actually look like, oh, nah, he looks just like me. He come from the same stuff I come from. I'm not going to do him bad. I'm just going to break him off with a little something, and hope that and put him in some groups, in some rehabilitative programs, and then try to actually fix his problems. You know what I mean? They don't look at it like that. They like, nah, we finna get paid off you. Oh, you did this and this and this. Oh, so we can put this time on him and this time and this time. Oh, yeah, put it all together.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just put him in prison to see if he ever comes home.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. That's terrible.
I witnessed that firsthand. You feel me?
Yeah. So
they put all that on you, then they see if you smart enough to get yourself back. What was that? What was you saying?
Was that what inspired you to come up with the song, the single "Tripping Again"?
Everything really that's going on right now. Yeah, a little bit of that, the police reform and all of that stuff. It's crazy. It's real. You feel me?
Okay.
And if you ain't seeing it, you better wake up and see what's going on because it's not a joke. That shit is for real.
Yeah, that shit's for real. Yeah, man. Everybody check that out, man.
And the only thing that you feel me, us going against each other is doing, like, not even on no preacher type stuff. The only thing that us going against each other is doing is helping them out. Period. We out there shooting each other, stabbing each other, getting on each other. You feel me? People that look just like us. And then guess what? One of us is going to the hospital, and one of us is going to jail. And the one that's in the hospital, he probably going to go to jail, too. And then guess what? They're going to put you in front of that judge, and that judge going to bang you and put you straight into the prison system, both of y'all. And guess what? They getting paid off it for years.
Straight up.
Saying, though.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, straight up.
I be telling people, I'm not telling people what to do or what not to do, but you better know what you're doing, though.
Yes.
You feel me? You better know what you're doing. Know what you're doing. You feel me?
Yeah, straight up, man. Deeda Smurf, we want to know, can you tell us what makes you angry about the music industry?
Oh, man, the stuff that they promoting, the weirdo stuff that they promoting to the next generation.
Okay, right. I got you.
Here, that's telling. You got people with rainbow hair that's perpetrating as gangsters, and then when they go down on some gangster stuff, you telling all them cats that you just sat up there and perpetrated being like, you feel me? Like, there's no loyalty. They promoting disloyalty. They promoting. It's like, don't get me wrong. Like, you feel me? If I'm not against people if their personal preferences, if they're homosexual or whatever, that's on them, right? I'm not with it, but they shouldn't be forcing that upon all these generations. I mean, to be accepting is one thing, but for them to sit up there and like force it into these children's minds on cartoons and all that, they gotta slow that down a little bit. You feel me? Like that's not cool. Like, you feel me? That made me want to tell my son, like, nah, boy, we not finna play this. We not finna watch TV all day. Let's go outside. You feel me?
That's right.
Because it's a gang of weirdo stuff you see on TV nowadays.
Yeah, straight up, man. Sometimes you can't even watch
music and everything.
Yeah, you ain't lying, man. Sometimes you gotta just turn that commercial on mute. Sometimes you gotta put the foolishness on mute sometimes. And you're right, man. Sometimes you gotta just go ahead and take the kids out and go, take a walk in the park or go play some, go throw some football or something because they just got so much foolishness on the internet, on the radio, on the magazine that it's hard to even listen to KBLX without them trying to slip on some negativity, And
exactly.
Yeah, so it's now check this out. Now this leads to the next question. Now you had discussed about what makes you angry in the music industry. You said that just by some of the stuff that they're promoting today. I know exactly what you're talking about. I mean, you're pretty much you're talking about. From what I see, it sounds like you're saying there's people that are just putting stuff out that for one, they're not solid. They're not really living that life. Two, they're coming out with just any type of stuff that are just basically it may be detrimental to the next generation. And so, now this leads to the next question. How do you feel about, I don't know if you knew about this, but Rainbow Bright, he pulls up to LA on Queenshaw and Slauson yesterday. and he pays respects to Nipsey Hussle. Now, that's what...
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel about that? I mean, some people think it was a slap in the face. Some people think that it was cute. Some people think that even suckers got to pay respect.
He's a fucking weirdo. He disrespecting, like, you feel me? Like, you know damn well you playing with the game. I don't take nothing that man do serious. But
I can't take him serious.
Kids might.
Right, yeah.
Kids might, you feel me, that don't know nothing, you know what I mean?
Right.
But the thing about it is he knows that people is all over him, and he just slapping them back in the face like, I don't care. I'll tell on you. Come kill me then. Ain't you supposed to kill a snitch? That's how he looking at it. Ain't you supposed to, I told you guys that you were killing snitches. Ain't you supposed to come and kill me? Come kill me then. That's how he looking at it. You antagonizing people. You feel me? Like, you're kind of like, you're like poking at lions in a cage type of stuff. You feel me? Like, and it's crazy how he don't even, like, not even just him. There's plenty of people that's on that same page. I've seen it firsthand. You feel me?
Yes,
they
sir.
do the same thing, man. They'll sit up there and perpetrate, act like they some G's and all that, and, you know, hype you up and get you on some G shit, and you thinking it's all, okay, this my brody, we loyal, you feel me? If you rocking, I'm rocking, then y'all go rock, and then he turned his back. You know what I'm saying? And then he put it all on you. You know what I mean? You know how many people is in prison right now because of shit like that? Thinking that they kind of was on some gangster stuff because he was perpetrating like it?
A lot of people.
Exactly. Being loyal to the wrong people, man. You feel me?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel the same way, man. I just felt like you know, by him coming over there and by doing what he did, I feel like that was for clout. You know, because you know you're showing up, you got blue shorts on, you know, or you got blue boxes on. Okay, cool. You know, right. You come over there, you pull up to Queen Sean Slauson, you know, you showing respects to Nipsey, you left a caption message. But it's the way, what I didn't like was the way he walked away. When he walked away from the camera, it just looked like he had a Smurf on his face. Like, yeah, I just made it to LA. Nobody did nothing to me. And Nipsey Hussle died because a snitch, you know, he died because he called somebody a snitch, and I'm a snitch, and I'm in your area. So it was like, to me, I just couldn't take it serious.
So he playing these manipulative games, these mind games, on so many different levels.
He's serious.
Which is like, he trying to like, man, look, he's a clown. You feel me?
Yeah.
And people like that they do things like that, and honestly, something gonna fuck around and happen to that boy. You feel me? And I'm not gonna be surprised when I put on the TV and see it.
Well, it looked like something already happened to him because he had a cast on in the video. So I was wondering, like, what happened to him? You know, why he have a cast on? I was wondering. I was trying to find research on that, but. You know, we're gonna go back to you, Deeda Smurf, because you know, Deeda Smurf. You know, that's what we like about you, man. You coming out with that authentic music. I mean, I'm telling you, man. Like, we're just so proud to see you making music, and you actually have a mature responsibility. You know, for your children. I see, and it's really great to see artists like you at your, because I mean, you're not that much older than you're not that much older than Rainbow Bright, are you? You're not, maybe like about the same age or little
I don't
older?
know how old he is. I'm 27 though.
Okay. Well, even that said, you know, you should be able. I think, you know, when he gets around to hearing your music and getting to actually to find out what's going on over here on this side of this section, he'll probably. I'm pretty sure he'll grow up out of it. I think he'll come to his senses because I think that JOSIE movement is just so like it has a lot of solidarity. It's very solid. It's very concrete. You can't. There's no in betweens. You know, and it's like
exactly.
Yeah, it's like he has to. I think he just needs to. And I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that just to throw shade. I'm just saying that because I think all artists really need to come and really check out that JOSIE Boy ENT. You know, that really.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Everybody needs to check that out. Everybody.
Yeah. You got to check out the whole camp though, man. It's deeper than just the surface, man. You feel me? Like
straight up.
And then when you sit up there, if you really, like I said, shout out to the folks that's been rocking with us for our whole life. You feel me? Like. On the real, our family members and the ones that's been with us for so long, they are family, you feel me? Shout out to them because they really know the ins and outs behind this shit. We just didn't pop up right now. Like, it's been plenty sacrificing behind this, you feel me? There's been plenty of wins and losses, you feel me? It's been plenty of pain behind this, and And there's plenty of families that are hurting still to this day for a lot of shit, you feel me? And we still find a way to actually sit down and put out this music for y'all and still let our stories be heard, you know, and still still continue pushing my you know, the stories for our dead homies and all that. You know,
yes.
Their lives was not in vain. And their sacrifices was not in vain either. You feel me? Them cats that I hopped off the porch with, that's all dead and gone now. You feel me? Like, I speak for us because it was real. Like, this was really my life. I just didn't watch TV and come up with these raps.
Yeah.
No, I watched it in real life. You feel me? I was right there when it was happening. This shit was happening. This shit, like, you feel me? Like, I speak for the shit that I'm rapping about is real stuff. Period. You feel me?
Yeah. Straight up. Yeah, you was right. You was right there when it all happened, man. And the cool part about it is you be actually in the studio and you be coming up with the lyrics just off the dome. I be hearing like you don't even write the songs. Sometimes you just have a lot of your songs. Y'all just be freestyling and everything is off the dome, but it's all solid because it's you know y'all ain't just talking out your ass, or you know y'all don't just saying it to sound cool. Y'all saying it to actually spread to put the music in the message and the message in the music and to project that message to the next generation and the current generation and the older generation. And I'm seeing people, I'm seeing OGs. I mean, like OGs from, you know, just from all across the section of San Jose, you know, that are actually, you know, really hashtagging San Josie on Facebook. They're hashtagging it on Instagram. I mean, it's incredible. It's wonderful. And I'm just like, I said, man.
A lot of them, honestly, because, you know, a lot of them is my OG homies from the streets and OGs. Some of them is OGs that I don't even know that just stumbled across our stuff. You feel me?
Okay.
We got OG family members and all that. You know, we come from a lot of these OGs, some of the real thorough old school San Jose cats. You feel me? Like, in the South Bay area, period. You feel me? Like, we come from a lot of us that are doing this is because that's what we was around shit right when we came out the womb. You feel me? Like, that's what we know. You feel me? We are who we are because of our history. You know what I mean? We just didn't, like I said, I'll say it again, we did not just go online. We didn't, you feel me? We didn't read this shit in no newspaper or no books. Nah, this is what we seen. This is how we was raised. You feel me? This is what we are product of. So when OGs like that reach back and be like, okay, these youngsters, they in the section, they doing it the right way. You know what I mean? That let us feel like, okay, we doing our job right because we are products of our environment. But if OG, you feel me, he get the goosebumps when he hear our stuff and he hyped up about what we doing, and that means we doing it right.
Yes,
putting
sir.
on for the section the right way from the thorough saying ho cash. You feel me? They letting it be known like, nah, these are, they pride in every time they see us drop or when they see us out there like, nah, these is my young homies right here. Period. Straight up. You feel me? Like,
facts.
Even, you know what I mean? Like, it makes the section proud every time we drop something like that. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
And that's the ultimate. That's one of the ultimate goals.
Straight up, man. That's facts.
On a smaller aspect. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
One of the ultimate goals. You feel me?
Everybody, we're running out of time here. But let's give Deeda Smurf, Josie Boys another round of applause. All right, everybody, we back again. I'm your host, J. Blue Sanders. This is episode 21, Deeda Smurf, Josie Boys, on my podcast, DJ Blue Radio, The J. Blue Show, streaming live on Spreaker.com and Spreaker Podcast Player, powered by Fadi Azid and DJ Blue Radio. Don't forget, this episode will be available on demand on YouTube under Immortal Master Floppy. And Deeda Smurf is still online with us right now. Man, I just want to say, I really thank you for still being here right now. How you doing right now?
So gravy, man. You know I'm hanging in here.
For sure, man. You know what, man? We've actually already went past the limit, but you know we really appreciate your patience and your time. We have just maybe a couple to a few more questions, if that's okay with you. But if not, we can get back to you next time. For sure, man. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Okay, Deeda Smurf. We just have a couple more questions, a couple to a few questions, and this. So the last thing we discussed was we talked about, the Josie Boys ENT, the Josie Boys movement, talking about the authentic, when the solid stuff, and then trying to basically distinguish that foolishness and avoiding that, so now we want to know, what do you have any dislikes about your work or any dislikes about your music, and why?
Any dislikes about my own music? I dislike how some people take it.
Okay. All right.
Such as, I hate when people, more specifically, I don't like how when a system, like, for example, the system try to use some of my stuff against me.
Oh, right.
Before, you feel me?
Yes.
So, like, that's one of the dislikes, and it really had me sit back for a while and think, like, man, is this shit even worth it? Like, you feel me? Like, and then it made me stop for like a year or so. You feel me? Like, man, fuck rap music, fuck rapping. I don't care about none of that. You feel me? And but there was plenty of people like, bro, we need you to keep pushing that. We need you to keep doing that. We need you. You feel me? Like, stay on that. Period. You the one, man. Keep doing your W. You feel me? Straight up. And it's things like that. And a lot of people who done met me in passing that go way back to the Deep Blue Seas and the Full Tummy Still Hungry. Like, they met me out there on them blocks, selling them CDs and everything else. You know what I mean? So all of that stuff, like, that shit really touches a lot of people's hearts. You feel me? Like, knowing me personally and knowing my background and everything I come from, that actually, reached in their pocket and purchased something off of me. Period. I swear to God, that's real love. You feel me? That's real support. And it's a big shout out to everybody. If you ever see me on any of them blocks, any of them malls, light rail stations, bus stops, gas station, liquor stores, selling my product, you pull some money out your pocket and bought it from me. That's real love. Period. That's what I do it for. That's real support. Because the money, that's cool, but the value is really the fact that you actually supported a young cat out there that was from them trenches. You feel me? That was out there actually selling his product that he put his time into. You feel me? Like, y'all supported and y'all believed in me. You feel me? And my folks. And that's what I do it for. You feel me?
Yes,
sir. That's
sir.
what I do it for. Like, I don't even really too much care about the fame. I told you pretty much what I'd do if I had the fame and the platform. You feel me? And,
right. Yeah.
A lot of people get big-headed and stuff with the fame, but you got to know what you're doing. You
yes,
gotta
sir.
Stay focused. You feel me?
That's real talk, man. That's free game for y'all, man. Free game from Deeda Smurf.
Yeah.
Man, check this out, man. So Deeda Smurf, you got a lot of, so you've pretty much, you've got some memorable feedback about your work, and then you've also got into some trouble, based on, some of your music. It's kind of maybe, the judge, or, you got landed in jail and the judge came at you and they're pressing, your own work against you. So now here's the thing. I just want to add something to that. First of all, man, well, shout out to you for keeping that fire in your soul. You haven't given up, and keeping it solid, keeping it 100 all the time. And also, man, I just want to say, let's screw the system. The system, they just trying to basically take away from you something special, and that's what everybody's telling you. They say, we need you because you are something special. I mean, like, and the system, they don't want that. That's why do you think they got rid of Nipsey?
They don't like when they don't like when cats like us that come from it and are actually strong-minded and knowledgeable and actually want to learn and teach. You feel me? They don't like things like that. They want us to be left in the blind, and they want us to just be ignorant, basically. You feel me? Like, it's a shame. You feel me? How that's really like modern day racism going on still to this day. Like, I don't care if you think that it's really, if somebody talking to the audience, if you really think that it's not, you better get that out your mind and really pay attention and understand that and start teaching your children and teaching your peers, bro, because it's real. It's not fake. That is for real. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
But yeah, it made me, that alone made me sit back and really think, and really contemplate whether I cared about it or not. You feel me? Like, because it's like they try to twist my head up and say, like, oh, this is what you doing. This is all they promote. Like, they talk about me like I'm a pure devil. Like, I don't care about nothing. Like, you feel me? Like, all in front of my mama and my grams and everybody in the courtroom. You feel me? Like, talk crazy about me. Like, all you see is the bad. You're not giving me no type of credit for the good that I try to do. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? But then it was them people that was always crossing my path that was always telling me, like, nah, bro, fuck what they talking about, bro, for real. You feel me? I know you. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing, period. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So,
yeah,
that's
man.
what I do it for.
Yeah, man, shout out to everybody that you know, that put that courage, you know, well, everyone that was, you know, what's that word? Shout out to everybody that was encouraging you to, you know, to keep doing your thing, and I'm glad you're doing your thing, even during this pandemic, at a time like this. The condition you're in, you know, you're still looking, you're still doing good. You're looking strong. You know, your actions are all your actions all mean something. You know, it's wonderful. It's wonderful to see that you're coming out on social media. Tell us where we can find you on social media, and I know you discussed digital streaming platforms. Where can we find you at on social media?
You can basically find Deeda Smurf music on all platforms. Just type in Deeda Smurf, DEEDA Smurf, all one word. YouTube, Instagram, Top Notch Deeda. All these are promotional pages that are ran by management. You can go on there, Top Notch Deeda, ran by the management, on the Instagram, and in the Facebook, Deeda JOSIE, all ran by management. Yeah. Other than that, iTunes, Spotify, you know, type in Deeda Smurf, Josie Boy ENT, all of it should pop up. You know, the group, we still doing our group thing too, Josie Boy Entertainment. We got a whole bunch of young artists coming out that are hot, you feel me? And in the same aspect, you could also go find our solo projects too. You feel me? This is Josie Boy Entertainment. This is a label. This is our label, home-based label, you feel me? Look out for my little homie Dada Low, you feel me? He just dropped a video. He hot right now on the section, Young Cat. Hot, he finna drop an album called Back At It. Dada Low, Back At It, Josie Boy ENT presents. The young homie Breeze, he dropping. You feel me? He got some stuff in the woodworks right now. He pretty good. Check him out. You know, he like singing, rapping. You feel me? Like harmonizing. Pretty dope. You know what I mean? And we got my little Cuddy Baby C. He got something in the woodworks right now too. Working on a little tape. Probably drop a few more singles by every single one of these artists just to keep you guys ears ringing. And then my little Cuddy Kilo, he got a video on the way. He got some stuff up his sleeve also that we're gonna be getting ready to drop. Then on top of that, I just dropped Josie's Finest today, and we got my other tape gonna come out in a few months from now, depending on how this one push. You feel me? I'm really gonna sit back and see if the numbers and my audience comes back, because I got a whole another tape and a whole compilation that I'm gonna put together with all the young homies. You feel me? I got a gang of stuff up my sleeves. Like I got like 30 more undropped songs. You know what I mean? And tapes that y'all ain't heard since I was on them blocks selling them.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know, the Big Cuddy Eatnut, he's gonna drop a tape probably later on this year or early next year, along with Key Loom. It's gonna be them two put something together. You'll probably hear me all over that album too. But yeah, Josie Boy ENT,
for sure.
Spotify, iTunes, all digital platforms, man.
That's what's up.
It's inevitable.
Yes, inevitable. Yes, indeed. Wow. I've also peeped out the artwork. I love you guys' artwork. I peeped the Josie Boy logo. That is dope. You know, y'all got the shark fit. Y'all got the shark on there with the Josie Boy on it. San Josie sweater. You know, that's dope. I like the way y'all coming out. You know, pretty fast too. Y'all coming up. And the thing is that what I want to ask. The next question I want to ask is so like I mean, do you actually invent your graphic designs, or is somebody doing it for you, or how does that work for you?
I got a few people. I got a few artists that are that I work with, and I actually kind of like, sometimes I let them just do their thing, but a lot of the time, like me specifically, I tell them my ideas,
Okay.
and I let them run with it, right? But yeah, shout out to all my graphics designers out there that still rock with me, all my producers out there. You know what I mean? It's plenty. You know, if you really go look into it, I give all my folks credit for the work that they helped me with. You know what I mean? And I'm a type of dude, I respect the hustle. You feel me? Even at my lowest point, I still try to make something happen and put something in their pockets. You know what I mean? 'Cause I'm a hustler myself, so I respect the hustle. But shout out everybody that's reaching out, helping out with this movement. You know what I mean? There's plenty of people, man. It's too many for me to name, because if I start naming them, then I'm going to forget a whole bunch of them. So just shout out to everybody that got something to do with us.
Yeah.
Entertainment, point blank, period. You feel me?
Off top. They know who they are. You know what I'm saying? They know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that engages.
We know who y'all is.
Yeah, anybody that engages and support Josie Boys or the Josie Boy ENT or any of them, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know who you are. What superpowers would you consider? What superpowers would you think you have, and why? Because I know, like, you know, okay, like, you know, you said that a couple of your people, a lot of your people, pretty much were encouraging you to stay in the rap game, and you did that. And I look at that as a superpower, but I don't know how you would express it. What superpowers do you think you might have, and why, in the music business?
I would say, first, I think the man above blessed me with the gift of gab.
Okay.
And other than that, he made me strong-minded. You know what I mean? I'm not too much into the drugs and all of that.
Okay.
So I don't indulge too much like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't. A lot of the time, I don't need none of that. You feel me? I've seen what that did to a lot of people, and that fucked off a lot of good minds. You feel me? So
yes, sir.
With that being said, I'm still strong-minded. You know what I mean? Because if you didn't know, audience, and your strongest thing you got, you feel me, is your mind and your brain. You feel me? That's your strongest muscle, and don't never forget that. Because you know, the ability to be able to stay focused on what you need to do, set goals, and you know, meet them, and to always have something going on. It's best for you to be in the right mind state to sit back and be able to think, man, because it's chess, it ain't checkers. You know what I mean? Every step counts, man. Every move counts. You got to calculate it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. We really thank you for your time, man. I'm asking some questions, and you're coming up with some really great answers. Everybody, let's give Deeda Smurf another round of applause. All right, we're back again. I'm your host, J. Blue Sanders. This is episode 21, Deeda Smurf, Josie Boys. And this episode is on my podcast, DJ Blue Radio, The J Blue Show, streaming live on Spreaker.com and Spreaker Podcast Player, powered by Fadi Azid and DJ Blue Radio. This episode 21, Deeda Smurf, will be available on demand on YouTube under Immortal Master Floppy. Make sure y'all check that out. Deeda Smurf is still with us right now, man. I can't believe it, man. Thanks a lot, man. How you doing? How you doing right now? How you feeling?
Oh man, I'm chilling, man. It's always great to be here, man. You feel me?
For sure.
Thank y'all.
Man, thank you, man. I'm feeling great. I'm getting inspired by everything you're discussing and what you're talking about, and even though you're not giving up, you know, all the fruity snacks, or, you know, you're not giving up everything.
Yeah.
What you're giving us is just enough to keep us satisfied, or, you know, and we love you for that, and we love the listeners. Make sure y'all share, comment, like this episode on Spreaker.com, Spreaker Podcast Player, YouTube. You know, I have some good news for you and the Josie Boys. First of all, I want to say shout out to Enut and shout out to Cool Breeze for actually collabing with me on the record. I actually had put one of your cousins on there, Shaheem, or, you know, Young Heem.
Oh yeah.
And you know, I seen Cool Breeze. You know, he was, you know, he was knocking that. I had to listen. You know, shout out to them for that. Also, I want to say what I'm gonna be working on at the end of this month is, so I'll be working with the College Press again, and I'm gonna be working with the radio again at a different college, a different institution, and I plan on just I plan on just doing a write up for the online and print at the college, and this is for the Monitor newspaper, and I've always wanted to get a write up for you guys in the San Jose City College newspaper, but at the time, it was kind of hard because they had so many rules, and I was able to get away with a lot of stuff there, but I wasn't able to get away with everything. So I said, you know what? I said, since I've already completed my transfer units at San Jose City College for journalism, for radio broadcasting, and certain courses, I said, let me go ahead and find another institution where I can take those classes and try to bring y'all out. So I said, you know what? I'm not gonna give up. I told a few people what I do, and the coronavirus got in the way, but I'm not gonna make that as an excuse. So I said, you know what? I'm fixing to take it to another level. So part of the reason why we appreciate you on this episode is because we're gonna be we want to just go ahead and and tap into the Josie boys, the J Boy ENT, Deeda Smurf, and everybody involved, and actually come up with the full write up. I want to say congratulations for y'all being on TV on Comcast Cable Channel 15 on Hog TV.
Yes, sir.
That was dope,
Hog
man.
TV.
Wow, man. Tell us about that, man.
Shout out my guys from the AAA Hogs, man. They been rocking with us, been putting us on Comcast Channel 15 at 11 o'clock, 11 o'clock p.m. on certain days, you feel me? They been rocking with us. Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with the movement, for real. There's plenty of cats all up in the city that extended their love, you know what I mean? And it's not going unaccounted for, man, you know what I mean? Right.
That's right. Yeah, man. That's special, man. Shout out to everybody, man, that's supporting the movement. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my partner, my boy Skrilla Sam, man. My Skrilla Sam, man.
Yes, sir.
I don't mean to just name Skrilla. I mean, I say everybody too, but the reason I'm saying that Skrilla Sam is because, I mean, he just like really. I think I was like one of the ones that brought him, over there to that section. Like I think I was one of them. I think that there's a chapter where like I had first, when we had first got out of jail or juvenile when we were kids, I used to go and take him to San Jose Apartments, and I used to always want to bring him over there. And then just ever since then, when me and him used to roll the East Ridge together, we used to run into Enoch. I remember when he first met Enoch, he had ran into him in East Ridge Mall, and Skrilla Sam was trying to sell a watch, and he had a dope watch on, and Enoch was actually interested. And he was like, he took his, they exchanged numbers and everything, and ever since then, it's just like, Skrilla Sam, he's just, doing his thing. He's gonna come up, shout out to everybody fucking with him too,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. Deeda Smurf, we have just a couple more questions for you, man, and then we'll try to wrap this up, and then
all right.
We'll make sure can you tell us what role does the artist have in society?
That's a good question because it's all on that person, honestly.
Okay.
He got to know what his role in society is. You
right.
feel me?
Okay.
He has a major role. Honestly, if you're getting heard and you have an audience that's hearing you, that's a lot of weight on your shoulders, and it all depends on what you're promoting. Because things that you promote will have an impact on people, and it'll have it'll be in their judgments. You know what I mean? Because it's a gang of people that look up to me, some little cousins, a lot of little homies and stuff. Older cousins, all the stuff that really I understood that things that I do have an impact on them, and things that I tell them have an impact on them because they look up to me, and what I say to them holds a lot of weight. So knowing that, you got to try to steer yours the right way. You feel me? I'm not, like I was told a long time ago, and like I tell people today, you feel me? I'm not going to tell somebody to do something that I'm not going to do myself. You feel me? On the real. And
real
you can
talk.
take that any type of way you want to. Negative, positive, whatever you want to say. But all I'm saying is, I'm not going to tell somebody to do something that I'm not going to do myself. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So the artist definitely has a major role in society.
Straight up.
Because you're like a messenger. You feel me? You giving messages. You feel me? You're putting messages out, and you gotta understand that. You feel me? Like, you hear a lot of these cats nowadays. I mean, you know, I'll be a hypocrite to say that I don't, but they talk about a whole bunch of, you know, violence and stuff like that. You know, I got a lot of stuff like that too. But even then, you gotta know there is people out there that are listening to that. Whether they older, younger, you feel me? You just gotta always remember that when you putting this stuff out. You feel me?
Yeah, that's right. Now, I want to say rest in peace to the only young ghost of Josie Boys.
Sir.
You know what I'm saying? How was that like was that an scary experience for you? And was that what kind of experience was that? Like, you know, when he was no longer with us.
Yeah, man, I lost a brother. I lost my bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's you know, that's the only I could say that was a big bro I ain't never had, and I was his little bro he ain't never had. You feel me? So it's like it was deeper than that. Like, you see the music and the videos and all of that, Talk TV and the interviews and all that. You feel me? Like, but the behind the scenes, that's really bro though. You feel me? Like, all day, every day.
Yeah.
Rocking. You feel me? You see him, you see me, you see me, you see him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and if you knew him, then you know, man, that boy was a fool. And it was kind of shocking because that man used to be doing things that I'm like, man, he bulletproof. I can't do nothing when I'm with him. What? So when he was taken, it kind of like, man, that was big. You feel me? That was really big. And you know, I still think about him every day. You know what I mean? He still come to my dreams sometimes and chop game with me and drop jewels on me here and there. You feel me? That was my guy. You feel me? That was my real loved one. So, you know, it still hurts to this day.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Young Ghost, man. So, when you came out with the album Letter to the Gang Gods, I remember.
Yeah.
Was that like a letter to? Was that a letter to the gang gods? Basically, you know, based on some of the family and homies you lost, or the homies that the movement.
Much. It was inspired by it. It was inspired by that. Yeah. I felt like I had to I had to put something together. Cause you know, certain people they'll be like, man, let me make a song for one of the homies. You know, it's so many memories that one song wouldn't have fit. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
One song wouldn't fit. So next thing I knew, I looked up. I'm like, I got like 10 songs. I'm like, I'm just gonna put a tape out then. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I put out Letter to the Gang Guys. You feel me? And it was inspired by true events with you know, a lot of my dead homies, my brodies, my real family members. These was more than my friends, bro. Like, you know, we was family. Our whole families know each other. You feel me?
Right.
Like, live together, all the stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was deeper than friendship. You feel me?
Yeah. I've
I
talked.
was really family members.
Yeah.
Like, when we lost people like him, my whole family was hurt, not just me. You feel me? Little bro, little sis, moms, aunties, little cousins. Everybody was hurt behind that.
Everybody was hurt, man.
Rams. You know what I mean? So it was deeper than just that. That was more than there was more than homies. You feel me? There was more than homies.
Yeah, I know. I was hurt. I was hurt. I know that me and your cousin Heem or Shaheem, you know, we had worked on maybe a couple of tracks together, but we never released it. But we actually did a song for YG. I feel like your cousin Shaheem probably knew YG better than I did, because the only memory I have a lot of memories of young YG. First of all, I know his big brother, you know, Big Ghost. So I was really closer to him than I was to the younger one. But I would usually, I've seen YG a lot of times, and it's like every time I saw him, he just, you know, he was always like, "What's up, bro? Where you been? You know, where you been at?" And he was always like, he's like, "Man, don't you used to come to the hood? Like, why I don't see you no more, you know." But every time we would see each other, it was like that, but it was good vibes, and I always saw that he was very militant, and
Yeah, for sure.
and he really, he really loved, what he stood up for, and I felt like when we had lost him, I was like, damn, I said, that's crazy because I don't know what it is, but it's like I felt like I never really got to know him, like I got to know, Big Ghost, so it hurt me, because I wasn't able to I wasn't really able to, reach a hand out, to support, or donate to the, to the funeral or the candlelight. I think it just kind of like I don't even know where I was at when it happened, man. But it shocked me when we lost Jay Cash, and I just said, well, damn. I said, well, I don't think I made it to YG's funeral. I'm going to go to Jay Cash funeral. And I made it. I at least made it. At least I made it there. And I was thinking in my head too. I said, I wonder what Ina, you yourself, Deeda Smurf, what's your next move going to be? Because I know, and when I seen that letter to the gang gods, I said, there it is. I said, I've been waiting on this. I said,
you already know.
Yeah. So
you already know. Yeah.
Yeah. Rest in peace,
my
YG.
My agenda pretty much is like I want to be able to drop at least 2 projects a year, at the least, bare minimum. You get what I'm saying? So
yes, sir.
Yes, you always gonna hear me. You always gonna hear me talking about that, man. You feel me? Like that's a part of my life. That's a part of my history. You know what I mean? I can't too much talk about things that I don't know nothing about, but I can talk a whole bunch about the shit that I really know. You feel me? My childhood.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know why, man, but it's like, I just was really hurt because I said, damn, man, I said, I know that Young Ghost knew of me and I knew of him. And I just, I got some good memories. We shared some good memories. I just, but, like I said, I was closer to Big Ghost, I was more closer to him. I had heard about his little brother and then I actually got to meet him. And I'm going to keep it real. When I thought I first seen Young Ghost, it was at the Great Mall in Milpitas. We was, over there, getting ready to I think he was on the way to the mall. I was leaving the mall, but he saw me and he was like, that was the first time I remember him telling me, he said that actually it's crazy because when I saw him, I didn't remember who he was, but when he knew who I was, and he was like, didn't you used to come? I say what's up to him too, and he's just like, you used to come to the hood, right? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, I remember you from somewhere, and then now I remember it all comes down. He used to always be in the back of he used to be in Ena's car. Like every time Ena would pull up, even when I would call him, I would see YG, but YG, at the time he didn't really come around as much when I used to come around. I used to be always at Kathy's and over yeah. I seen him. He would pull up, but he didn't. It was like he was unseen for a reason, So it was like I said, man. I said, I guess it was good. I guess he was, he was really about that life. He was a soldier, man, and it really hurt me when he was gone. Even though I can't really say much about him, but I know that his music was the bomb. I mean, I was just watching this video last night, and
for sure,
that man, he got bars. So Steve Bo is another artist. That's like another one of my favorite artists. And so free Steve Bo, rest in peace Jay Cash, rest in peace KC. I can't remember. I can't remember on the back of my head if I knew KC that well or if he knew me, but almost anybody that says Josie Boy or anybody that says Cuz, I got nothing but love for him.
You already know.
Especially
that was inspired by a lot of, we've been losing a lot past years. I mean, even further than just our community, you feel me? Even some of the homies that's from the South, that reputables over there has been dying, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of ours a lot of people that from our neck of the woods have been dying. You know what I mean? And it's just always it's always fills me up with sadness knowing that, you feel me, we lost another person that we were close to. You know what I mean? But that's also, I always take, I could take it and I could just be depressed about it, or I could take it and I can let it motivate me into making sure that our message and our stories is heard. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
They stories is always going to live on through people like me and Nut and Josie Boy Entertainment. You feel me? They life stories, their history is always going to live on through us and our music. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yeah, exactly, man. It's going to live on for sure, man. Especially over here, man. It's going to live through me, because, I definitely got nothing but love for that movement. You know what I'm saying? That they ain't showed me nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? I know there's times where there could be some tough love, but I know why. I know what that tough love means, and that happens with every family. So So anyway, man, back to Deeda Smurf, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, so what are you working on right now, man? Because you just dropped that Josie Finest today. So I mean,
I just dropped the Josie's Finest on the world, man. Just for them to get my name back in motion out there. But I also got this tape that I'm already done with too. It's about 16 hot tracks. It's called Full Gas Tank, and I'm gonna drop the album cover in the next few days when I get the final version of it. But it's called Full Gas Tank, and that one's pretty dope too. If y'all think this one dope, shit, y'all think Josie Finest is dope, shit, and wait till you hear Full Gas Tank. Full Gas Tank a little bit faster. You feel me?
Okay. Okay.
If you pay attention to Josie's Finest, it's kind of like more laid back, and it's like an album. You feel me? And it's like, okay, it slapped though for sure. It definitely slaps. All the songs on there slap to me. You feel me? And there's plenty of topics on Josie's Finest, but this next one coming up, Full Gas Tank, it's a little bit faster paced. Like it's a lot more faster songs.
Nice.
And like kind of like you could say somewhere like function bangers and like party songs and club bangers. It's more faster. But I still got my same flow on there, you know what I mean? But hit in a Full Gas Tank, I'm gonna drop probably in the next 2.5 months, maybe.
Really?
I'm just sitting on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I might. I'm not too sure though.
Okay.
On I want to see how this one rolls. You feel me? I want to see the outcome of what this one's gonna do. You feel me? And push a few singles off of the Josie's Finest, drop a few singles on Distro. You know what I mean? And I'm Dada dropping his album next. The little homie Dada he dropping his album next, and that's gonna wake the streets up too. Cause he a young dude out there running around still. He's still little dude. They still teenagers, man. So they still young. So we try to steer them towards this music, man. Stay focused on this music. Kind of like leave them streets alone. No, man. Them streets don't love nobody. But we working on his. So the little homie Cool Breeze, you feel me? He go by Breeze now, just BREESE. You feel me? But we all know him as Cool Breeze. But he finna drop something soon. My little cousin Baby C finna drop something soon. And my little cousin Kilo, he got a video that he's supposed to be doing soon. Well, he already shot it, but he didn't like the results of it, so he said he gonna double back and shoot it again. And then I also got a gang of tracks left over with open verses and all that I was just gonna let all the young cats get on, and I was gonna present a tape with like the young Josie boys. You feel me? Like all the young Josie boy and T cats. I'm gonna present a tape.
Nice.
I'm gonna put it out. And other than that, E-Nut gonna do his. He's supposed to have an album coming out soon with him and Key Loom. They're gonna start working on that. And yeah, man, it's a whole bunch of stuff going on around here.
Man,
we're gonna present a few more artists too, a few more of my young partners that they got potential that I like. I'm gonna start putting them in the mix too pretty soon. Josie Boy NT presents various artists. You feel me? And we scooping up talented artists, man. You feel me? If we feel like you might got a future in this, and if you take it serious, we'll always take it. We'll always take it into consideration. Whether if you wanted to come and push this music over here with us, it's all great, man. You feel me?
Wow,
that's the same environment we come from.
Do you actually sign the artists on the Josie Boys ENT, or is it just like no paperwork type of thing?
It's a little bit of both, man.
Okay. I got you.
You know, you already know where we come from. You know,
Yeah.
we come from them trenches, man. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays we trying to take it on a more corporate business type level. You feel me? We trying to solidify it as that now.
Yes,
we
sir.
also planning on getting a big boy studio pretty soon too. You feel me? A real lab, like, you feel me?
Yeah.
To where people could come through there. We had producers and the engineers come in there and work with artists and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We got all that coming.
Yeah.
Next, later on this year, early next year, man. You know what I mean? Josie Boy home base.
Oh, that's gonna be dope, man. So that's gonna be dope because I know what you're talking about. That's a good place. Y'all can have your record release parties. Y'all know people can walk in there and, you know, door to door, everybody's got a different artist or different producer and engineer. That's gonna be dope. It'll be like walking into Priority Records. You know, you walk past this door, it's No Limit over here. You walk past over here, it's got Kumo D or something. You know, yeah, that's gonna be hot.
Other than all that, the merchandise too. We got the merchandise, man. All the clothes. We got the free Deeda Smurf shirts and hoodies and crew necks.
Man,
we finna get another batch of the Josie Boy gear, the Josie Fan Josie 101, and the Josie Boy shirts and all of that, and the hoodies and the beanies and the joggers and, you know, hoodies, crew necks.
You know, I need that. I need that.
Got it all.
I need all of that. I need all that, especially right now.
Sir.
I can't even go shopping, man, during this pandemic. I can't even get no clothes. You got to do everything online. Everything is online now, so I'll be definitely shopping with Josie Boys for sure. I need some gear anyway before I go back to. Well, actually, I ain't even going back to campus. I'm excited about college, and I ain't even going to campus. It's all online. But hey, why not do some shopping? You know, we got the new year coming up.
Real.
This year went by really fast.
So did.
So I mean, like, when you go, I mean, like, okay, now as far as the Josie Finest CD cover, now I know you had mentioned something online about that you're not with the Illuminati, so we know that, and you know, you described, yeah, so people was actually taking that, they was misconceiving it. You know, when I first looked at it, I ain't gonna lie, when I first seen it, I was like, damn, I said, damn, I almost looked kind of satanic too. I thought about it, but then I said, wait a minute. I said, nah. I said, first of all, I'm like, I can see here this is a Spartan, and I'm like, this Spartan has got a goat on top of its spear. That just means that he's taking he snatched the goat. He snatched the goat's crown. He snatched the goat's head. That goat is no longer the goat no more. You feel me?
Look,
hey, and I like
exactly. He is a San Jose Spartan that went and captured the goat and came back and brought the head of the goat back to the city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Straight up. It almost identifies itself with the other art cover, Mic Crusher, because, you know, it's like you got the mic on the floor and you got your feet over it. And that's an indication right there. Like I'm killing the mic. You know what I'm saying? I'm the Mic Crusher. And I think I saw, yeah, that, but I think that the Josie Finest art cover just kind of gives that Illuminati type of expression, because, you know, they always have that goat or that goat face looking Baphomet they always have up on, you know, and that's all that really was. But when I actually, you know, double checked, I'm like, wait a minute, am I seeing what I really see here? And I'm like, nah. I said he just really literally just has a goat on top of the spear. And he ain't even promoting that.
And if you look at it closely, the goat eyes is red. That's like, if you want to take it, if you want to go deep off into all that, that's like, yeah, the Spartan, you feel me? He killed the demon goat. You feel me?
Straight up.
He saved the village. You know what I mean?
And Spartan got blue eyes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. So so did you come up with that graphic design, or, you know, was that somebody set that up for you, or what?
Nah, I came up pretty much with the idea and all that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because like I said, I came up with. I had the graphic designer do two album covers at once. You feel me? And then it was that in the full gas tank. I really just put all this shit together. I was sitting on all the tracks. You feel me? I had to get like 10 more tracks, mix and mastered by my guy Brownie out of PA. Shout out Brownie. tracks over there. I put 2 tracks lists together. I went and hit the graphics designer. I'm like, man, I'm trying to drop 2 albums ASAP, man. You feel me? I'm like, one of them gonna be called Josie's Finest, and one gonna be called Full Gas Tank. So I'm like, okay, this one's called Full Gas Tank. You feel me? Like it's the tank full of gas. You feel me? Like we are. They call it the Shark Tank. You feel me? So this is like the Shark Tank full of gas. I'm gassing on this shit. You feel me? So I wanted to go with the concept of one of them is gonna have like a shark theme on it, and one of them's gonna have a Spartan theme on it. San Jose based. I'm a San Jose based cat. You feel me? So I'm like, all right. So the Josie's Finest, I could put this. I really came up with it hella fast too. I'm like, man, the Josie's Finest. I'm like, ooh, get a Spartan. I'm like, but I told him, I'm like, man, because if you look closely, you can see that the Spartan, he black, he light skinned, he made him like my skin tone. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm like, grab a Spartan. And I'm like, what I want you to do is, on his spear, I want you to have a goat head on it. You feel me? Like, he done conquered the goat. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Everybody out here is self-proclaimed goats. Greatest of all time. Everybody want to call themselves that. Okay, well, that's great. Well, I'll be the one to come and take that spot from the goat. You feel me? For the city. That's the bigger message. You feel me? So I went with that one on the Josie's Finest. And it's dope. You know, it was a bunch of people that had their opinions on the teacher's own. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I like the graphics. I liked how he did it.
I like it too.
I gave him the idea, and then he did it, and it's pretty dope because it's different colors. You feel me? Like I like that how he put hella different colors into it.
I like that. Yeah, I like it too.
The next one, I'm gonna get the final copy of the Full Gas Tank. You feel me? You gonna see that one. I don't want to tell y'all too much because I'm gonna drop it in a few days. So if y'all listening, just stay on the lookout because you gonna see the other cover in a few days.
Okay, nice. That's what's up. Oh, you know what? Check this out, man. So for the Josie's Finest, that dropped today. So everybody, please go stream, download, purchase the album Josie's Finest by Deeda Smurf, Josie Boy ENT.
On all platforms.
All
Josie's
platforms.
Finest, 16 tracks, all hitters, man, all type of different topics on there. It's something that you can relate to. It's something that everybody can relate to. It's songs on there you could be listening in the car with your grandma on that thing. She's like, what? Who is this? You feel me? She gonna like it. It's stuff like that on there you can listen to with your aunties, your uncles, your mama, your kids. You feel me? It's some rougher tracks on there too. Don't get it twisted. But 1 through 10, it's some cool little topics on there. You feel me? I did it like that on purpose too. The rougher tracks is kind of towards the end. You feel me? But at the beginning, it's cool vibes. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now, Josie's Finest in stores, all platforms. Stream that, like it, follow me, buy it, purchase it. Just know that all the funds that's accumulated off of everything I'm doing is going to future projects that are coming up. You know what I mean? All the money that's accumulated is going towards future projects and future, merchandise that we got coming out for the camp. We reinvesting in it. But Full Gas Tank on the way. Gotta look back at it dropping soon. Plenty of videos, plenty of singles. Just stay tuned to the camp, man. We got it going on right now, man. You know what I mean? It's regular.
Yes, sir. For sure. I'm on that. We want to know, Deeda Smurf.
Yes, sir.
We want to know. So, I know that I ask everybody this, and I know a lot of people don't like to answer this question because they don't really have an answer for this. But I'm gonna ask you anyway because I know you're a leader. You're a leader, and you probably don't want to be like anybody else. But are there any particular artists that you would like to compare yourself to?
People do that all the time, and they try to compare me to people, right? I really don't like to compare myself to anybody because I feel like I am my own style, right? But career based, I can't really compare my flow. I wouldn't want to compare my flow to no other man's flow, but if y'all gonna compare me to something, compare me to the dudes like you feel me, the ones that are successful, that never went against their grain, that never sold their soul, man. You feel me? That stayed loyal to their soul, man. They stand up all the way through. The bosses, you feel me? The ones that really came from their section and they really known in their section and they still show love back to their section, man. Them is the ones that y'all can put me in a category with. You feel me?
Okay. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
man. You know
That's
what I'm saying,
up.
though?
Yeah. Facts.
Like the, you know, like the, you know, some of the same artists I mentioned earlier, the E40s, the Nip, you feel me, Snoops, and you know, shit, even Mac Dre, how they love him in the Crest, man, you feel me? Let me think, Pac, and you know, I mean, you know, it's Boosie Badasses, T.I.'s, and Jay-Z's, and you know, things like that. People that still, you know, still cool and still good in their section. And it's a gang, don't get it twisted, it's a gang of them that I just can't think of just based off the top of my head right now, but it's a gang of them. You feel me?
Yeah.
But
that's what's
if
up.
y'all gonna put me in any type of category, man, make sure it's with solid, reputable dudes that's doing it right. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I respect that, man.
That's right.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, because I've always looked at your music and I said his style, it stands out. I don't think nobody sound like him, and he ain't sounding like nobody, and that goes for Ena, that goes for Steve-O. I mean, that's what I like, is that y'all developed your own sound. Even your beats, even the beats, you know, all the beats sound mobbish. Like it's for the Crips, the Bloods, the North Daniels, the Serenial, you know, everybody. Just Vice, everybody. You know, it's like it's mob music, and it has this. It don't sound like it's like, you know how when you know, I remember back in the day. I mean, like just when I listen to people's feedback when they listen to like you know, just any compilation or mixtape or album from San Jose, they always kind of say something like, oh, you know, yeah, that's a dope album, but it sounds like it speaks for itself, or it's like it sounds like it's within its own car. It sounds too San Ho-ish. Yeah. When they listen to that Josie Boy movement, they're like, wow, they're like, damn, they're like, they from San Jose. They were like, they got, they were like, damn, they don't even say, they got their own sound, man. That I like this shit. They got their own sound, and they from San Jose. So it's like. And like, you know, and I get that feedback because I be bumping the music just like, you know, even if it's on my phone, and people hear it, they're like, "Who's that, Blue?" I'll be like, "Oh, this is Josie Boys." You know, they right here out of the city, and they like, damn, they sound like that. They're like, damn, who make the beats? I'm like, shit. I'm like, man, I think GHHP and the Horace Productions, and you know, a lot of people are behind it, but you know, I can't really.
Yeah, hella people, different producers, man. We got a gang of different producers, man.
Yeah, C-Dub, shout out to C-Dub.
Everybody that produced a lot of our artists, songs. Shout out to a lot of the producers, the engineers, the mix and masters, graphic designers. You know what I mean? Everybody that has something to do with this. Shout out to everybody who promotes us. Cool, man. That's you feel me? Without y'all, it'll be way harder. Shout out to all my people that show me love and repost my shit and stream it, and you feel me? Shout out to the promoters, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Shout out to them. Yeah. Well, man, you know what? I really appreciate your time and your patience, and all the listeners that's listening right now. We love you. Thank you for tuning in. Man, I have way more questions to ask you, man, but I don't want to keep you too long, and we don't want to tell everybody everything. But
yeah. We gotta lead them in suspense a little bit, man. I'll double back to the J Blue show. You know, we'll get another episode.
Yes.
You know, it's all to the good, man.
Thank you, Deeda Smurf. We love you, and we love the listeners. Don't forget, I'm your host, J Blue Sanders, and this is episode 21, Deeda Smurf, Josie Boys, on my podcast, DJ Blue Radio. The J Blue Show is streaming live on Spreaker.com and Spreaker Podcast Player, powered by Fadi Azid and DJ Blue Radio. And don't forget, this episode will be available on YouTube under Immortal Master Floppy. And you can also answer these handful of questions I asked Deeda Smurf. You can send those answers to artsandnewsandmediarepublic.org for a possible feature on the site. That's artsandnewsandmediarepublic.org. Let me spell it for you. That's ARTS @NEWSANDMEDIAREPUBLIC.org. arts@newsandmediarepublic.org for a possible feature on the site. Just answer these handful of questions. I'm asking Deeda Smurf. You can email those answers to arts@newsandmediarepublic.org for a possible feature on the site. And thank you for listening and tuning in. And Deeda Smurf, are there any last words? Are there any last words you'd like to say before we wrap this up?
Man, just tune into the team, man, and purchase what we put out, man. You feel me? And just stay tuned. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on, and we're going to holler about that on another note.
All right. Thank you, Deeda Smurf. We appreciate your time. If you want, you can stay on. I'll have a few I have a few words with you after I wrap this show up. So if you want, you can stay on the phone with me for one moment, and I'll say my last few words. But everybody,
right now?
Everybody, huh?
We still on right now?
Yeah, we still on right now. But yeah, the show's still going. But we're about to end this up.
All right, yeah, because I gotta skate right now.
Okay, okay. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and we love you, and we are out. Peace.